Hello, good day. I'm Dr. Poonam Sambhaji, child and newborn specialist from Goa, Porvorim. So let's go in my COVID-19 series and another topic today, how do I check temperature and pulse ox in a baby. I have made all other videos for adults too, so please go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Poonam's blog, and in that the COVID-19 series. If in case you are seeing me on any other platform other than YouTube, please do go there and see the rest of the videos. I am 100% sure they will help you. Now let's know about the thermometer and the pulse ox used in the kids today. Let's see, there is no much difference in checking the pulse ox or the thermometer in babies, but very essential differences and certain techniques that you should know are this, that in children, try and use a digital thermometer. Do not use a mercury thermometer. Mercury thermometer will look something like this because children, so this is the mercury thermometer. Children are used to just, they just take this thermometer and throw it out, and that's how, if it falls then it will break. Okay, so do not use a mercury thermometer in children as much as possible because the mercury can be a little bit dangerous. Now coming to the digital thermometer, the steps remain same. You are going to switch it on by pressing this button, wait till LO comes here. Okay, LO. Okay, so once the LO comes, then you're going to put it in the baby's armpit, not in the mouth. Okay, put it in the armpit. Now only the difference is that in babies, don't put it in like this. Now in my case, see, I'll put it here because I am wearing the cold shoulder, so I'm going to put it in like this, and I'm going to put it this way for adults or a bigger child. But in a smaller child, they will not allow you to keep it like this. They will just hold it and throw it out. So in a smaller child, you have to use your imagination. So what you're going to do, take this thermometer, put it the other way around. So put it in from the other side. So this side. Okay, so I will show this demo in a baby next. So this is my baby, and you're going to put on the thermometer first. Ask the baby mother to remove the clothes because it has to go directly in contact. Yeah. Don't mind my baby talks here.
इसका मास्क इतना क्यूट है ना क्यूट मास्क.
So after some time you remove it and read the temperature. That's it. So basically checking is same, it's only the way you're going to keep the thermometer that differs. Once the thermometer beeps like this, you are going to check the temperature in the thermometer and then record that temperature. So the thermometers comes in two varieties, degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius. So degree Fahrenheit, more than 100 is the temperature that you are supposed to report. That's the fever, okay? And in degree Celsius, 37.5 to 38 degree is the fever. Now remember, it is easy to follow in degree Fahrenheit. So I will just show you how you convert in degree Fahrenheit also. So this is the thermometer. This is the screen of the thermometer, and this is the button. Now many people have this confusion that the temperature is seen as 35, 36, not as 98, 99 or 100. Okay, so that 35, 36 is in degree Celsius and not in degree Fahrenheit. So you can change your thermometer from one unit to another, that is degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, or from degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. So let's see now. Now let's put on the this thermometer. You can see this degree Celsius. So this is degree Celsius. I want to change it to degree Fahrenheit. So in that case, I'll just put off the thermometer first, and this same button, I'm going to press it for 3 to 4 seconds, and then you will immediately see on the screen the degree Fahrenheit will start flashing. Okay, so let's start it. 1, 2, 3. You see it is degree Celsius, it has changed to degree Fahrenheit. Then just leave the button. Now if understood, so this is how you change from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit or vice versa. So just press continuously. Now you will see from degree Fahrenheit it will go to degree Celsius. So only thing first is the thermometer has to be off when you are pressing this. Now let's see how we are going to use the pulse ox. Now when it comes to pulse ox, as I said, the pulse ox has to be put on the finger, any finger. You can put it on thumb, on these. But the problem with pulse ox in kids is that the moment they see it, they get scared. So first few days, see that you put it on your finger and show it to the baby so that the baby knows, yes, it's not something dangerous. Okay, let the baby play with those numbers and the graph which is there, and later on you can use the baby's basically the middle finger, because it is a little bit longer, it will reach till that sensor. That's why I use the middle finger. Otherwise, if the baby's fingers are long enough, you can put any finger which reaches till the sensor. Now sensor is the red color blinking light, which I'll be showing later on in the video with the baby. So babies, you're going to use either the fingers or you can even use the toes. So now this is your pulse oximeter. You put it on from this button and then see you get finger out and that SpO2 and pulse. For babies especially, you're going to use the middle finger here, and I'm putting it in like this because middle finger reaches till that sensor that you can see. Now you can see that sensor white dot like it. I will show it in some time. So you're going to put it put baby's finger and put it on. You can see this red light which is blinking. Okay, put the finger so that the pulse is on that, and then you are going to see this pattern. So first the pattern doesn't come uniform, so wait for that waveform to become uniform. So it should look like waves. Now see, the wave pattern has started coming. It shows that wave pattern, and then soon the numbers will flash. Okay, so you can see this. The baby is so cooperative and he is quietly sitting. The mother can actually hold the hand like this, and there is a cord for this pulse ox. So always try to put it in the baby's neck or the mother's neck, so that even if the baby moves, that pulse ox will not fall anywhere. So can you see these numbers? So since the pattern is properly coming, it's uniform, you can see the number. Now here I am showing how you're going to use the toes. Now again the same thing, the toe has to reach till that sensor. Okay, so the toe has to go right in. Okay, see the sensor, you can see that red color of the sensor. Okay, now once it is this thing fitted properly, you put it on and wait for the waveform. Again here see the waveform will start coming, and then you will see the numbers. These children are very cooperative. Now at times child may not be cooperative. I'll tell you what to do. See here it started as 94, but immediately it will increase. So within 30, wait at least for 30 seconds for your reading. And this is that light. Okay, see that light which blinks, this is the sensor. Remember, when you are using the pulse ox, the pulp of the finger, that is this part, should be on the red blinking side. Okay, also the nails, there should not be any nail polish. If it is there, remove it. The hands should be dry and warm. They should not be cold. They should not be having any sweat or any liquid on it. So dry it. There should not be any powder also. So dry it, and then use the finger to use the saturation. The saturation should not be below 95. So in kids, saturation should not be below 95. Temperature should not be above 100. And pulse depends upon the age of the child. So it is best that your doctor assesses the pulse. So whatever is the pulse, check that and see to it that the whole chart of the temperature, pulse and the saturation is sent to your doctor who is teleconsulting you. Also remember one thing, children may become very fidgety and may start crying when you are doing this. Okay, so try to do it at a time when they are sleeping. So during their sleep they will not have any problem. So try to check the temperature as well as their pulse oximeter, that is the saturation, especially during their sleep. Even if you have checked it otherwise, check it for sure during the sleep, because that is the time you are going to get the accurate readings. I hope this video of mine helps you in checking the baby's temperature and baby's saturation. Okay, but there can be children who are very mischievous, and there can be children who will just not allow you to check the temperature and the saturation. So wait for them to sleep and then check it. Do see my rest of the videos in my COVID-19 series. I have done few in our local language, that's Konkani, and I have done few in Hindi. Whoever understands whichever language, please share this. Let's increase the awareness against COVID-19, and let's try to do whatever we can do from our side. Namaskar. Thank you.